I've just been pottering around in the garden. It's not particularly cold, but it's really overcast. There's been no sunshine today. So the first job I did when I came out here is I've unwrapped the garden bench, and so all that patio area just looks a right mess at the moment, so I've got to start clearing all that up. And then I was looking at the cardboard that I've got covering some of the beds. A lot of it is just rotted away, but the bits that are left, when I lifted them up, I don't know why I was surprised really, I should have expected it, but there's loads of slugs. But at least I know they're contained, so what I'll do is I'll gently remove what's left and dispose of them. I think they're going to go in green wheelie bin heaven, so they can munch away until whatever happens to them, but they won't be in my garden. It sounds awful, doesn't it? But I don't want them in my garden. So what are my other plans today? I've made a list. Now, something I was going to do last year, and I keep thinking about it, and I've done nothing about it at all. I've got an old butler sink, but it's got a mighty hole in it where the metal plug hole piece is supposed to sit, but I haven't got the metal piece. All I've got is just the pure porcelain. Somehow I want to block that because I'd like to turn that into a wildlife pond. And it's also very, very heavy. I don't like where it is and it needs to be moved. So I'm going to wait until one of my sons pop over and see if I can get them to help me move it. So that's one plan that's on my list. It says tidy side flower border. I'm not going to do that today because I'm just going to get really muddy if I do, because the ground's quite wet. So that'll have to wait. And the other thing on my list is repair the fruit cage. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I think I might have to go down to somewhere like Homebase and get some new netting to go over the top. And the other job is to move the bird feeding station. Well, I've taken all the feeders down and they're currently sitting in disinfectant at the moment, so I'm giving them a good clean. And then I'm going to pull it up and move it to the other side of the garden. So I'm going to finish my coffee. Mr. Paddy's just come out. I don't know if you'll see him in a minute, but he's having his hair cut tomorrow afternoon, and I cannot wait, and I will show you when he's done because he'll be beautiful. So I hope you're enjoying your day, not working too hard, and I'm going to potter on. Speak to you in a bit. See, when he's had all his hair cut off tomorrow, he's going to be half the size. There's my butler sink that needs moving. I need to clean that out really. I've managed to move the butler sink from here, put the pots in place. So it's now over here, but the biggest problem I've got is how am I going to block that? Get my hand in there. So I was thinking of packing it with expanding foam and gravel, and then when it fills the hole up, cover it all with silicone. If anyone's got any ideas and can tell me that's a good or bad idea, or other suggestions, that would be gratefully appreciated. Morning everyone. Well, I'm out in the greenhouse because it's pretty cold in the garden still. We've got gorgeous sunshine, beautiful blue skies, but a lot of the garden is in shade at the moment, so it's still a bit chilly. So I've come in the greenhouse, which is quite warm, and I'm going to sow some peas. Last year they were a disaster. I think I sowed about 3 lots in the end, and they all succumbed to the mosaic virus, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed this year that we're going to have more success. So I'll show you what I've been doing. So I'm just filling up my seed tray with some compost and just pressing it down a little bit, not too compact, but just so when you water it, it doesn't just all float to the surface. It needs a little bit more in those too. A bit more there. Okay. Right. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to let's soak them so that the compost is nice and wet, and that will aid with the germination, and we want the seeds to have full contact with the soil, so I should think that'd be enough for now. So I'm going to sow Meteor, and one of the varieties I grew last year. They are an early pea, and it says short well-filled pods. So I'll just show you what the seeds are like. So I'm just going to push them in the surface. A rule of thumb is twice the depth of the size of the seed. Just pull those in. I'm only going to do one in each tray. I think I did 2 last year in each tray. But I think what I might do this year is just more successional sowing. So every 2 weeks sow another batch, so that you've got a continuous crop throughout the summer, rather than having one large amount in one go. So there we go. So I've got potentially 20 plants there. So the next thing to do is just cover them up. Watering. This watering can has been in the greenhouse all night, so it's kind of room temperature, because we don't want to shock the plants or the seeds. Okay, so that's that one done. Well, I'm just about to pack everything away for the night, but I just wanted to give a quick overview of the garden. So this is some of my strawberries. They'll fill right up as the season comes along. I've got these tubs. They need some of that soil taken out and some fresh compost put in, then I'll plant them up in late April, early May. I've got some more strawberries. So the apple tree has actually got some buds on it already, which is quite exciting. This is the Cox's orange pippin, and I planted this maybe three summers ago this year. Some of my perennials are coming up. Bleeding Heart. Can't remember what this one's called. I think it's a Canterbury Bell Campanula. And I forget what that is. That's mountain cornflower, I think. And then I've got some new growth on the clematis. Here. This bed through here wants weeding and tidying up. And then this bed, I've removed all the cardboard now, so that's all been hoed over. I can show you my up here. the garlic. They're the Solent White, and these two at the front, these ones here, is the elephant garlic, which is actually a leek. And then I've got my white onions and red onions. And then something I've noticed, come round, you see that fungus in there? Looks like potato peelings. I think it was in the compost. It was all over the garden. I've had to lift out most of it, but I don't know if that's detrimental or not. This bed's all been cleared out. And broad beans. I really do need to put some string on there. But that's it for now. This is one of my miniature Wldlife that's got some new growth. And the rhubarb that's coming up lovely. That's going to double in size in no time. So I'm looking forward to my first crumble.